next, it's the Jets' sure-handed tight end. He had a standout game 1 week ago with 3 touchdown catches. It's the Jets and the Rams on Monday night.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's the first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2018 draft, the Oklahoma Sooner, Baker Mayfield.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally, kept the ball clean, and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Out to his left. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers a week ago for Kupp: 5 catches, 113 yards, and a score.
And in doing preparation for the game, you notice where guys rank in the league in terms of statistical categories. He's 4th in the league in receiving yards. That caught my attention in a positive way.
From the 30 on second down, Mayfield. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Hardman on the return. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Play action. It's Fields. They'll roll him out right. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over here up near the 40. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? You can have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield on play action. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, this defense for the Jets, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Hang on here. We got an injury. And, yeah, it's Cooper Kupp who's going to receive some attention following that last play. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, Mayfield. This is intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll run with Hall, and he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. The Jets at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
23 yards on the play.
That's how you shake off the interception he threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap, Fields. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Fields. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Here's 3rd and goal now from the 9. They'll try to run it here with Hall. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. This is caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Mayfield off the play fake. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop it. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. Here's Corliss Waitman now. Here's Hardman to return. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Oh, good move. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Fields escaping the pressure right. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Justin Fields. And a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns.
After review of the play, a rule in the field of
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. Now here's Fields on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. That time a 6-play drive, and it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. John Franklin Myers. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
On play action, Fields. He'll buy some time right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching him.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So a sensational return there on special teams, a foot race that he was not going to lose. Now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. On the move past the 40.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
They'll toss it out right here to Hall.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. This would be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to connect with Berrios. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Give up the middle.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
One more time with Hall.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays.
And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now Mayfield. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off.
20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that make them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Back to it after the pick 6. Mayfield. That's complete to Robinson. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the fumble recovery, Fields. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Fields. And he's got it. Touchdown. Braxton Berrios in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the rout is on here in this first half. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where it was the visiting Bucs who were able to come in and win one on the road. Leonard.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. So here are the Jets now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields rolling to his right. He finds Wilson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Option play, here's Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. They're going to hurry back to the line now. From the 38, Fields. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So third down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs.
Fields now to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Here we go on 4th down. Fields. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
They'll run. It's Hall.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11th. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
They run it with Hall off the option.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
They'll run the option left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. I'm looking down from our booth. You can tell this crowd wants him to go for it right now.
And believe me, he knows it. And he's weighing that through his head right now. Actually trying to filter that out because this needs to be a cold decision by him. Not influenced by the crowd. Not influenced by outside factors. Does he believe in his team enough to go for it right here? I think he's going to reward the crowd and do it.
And if he doesn't get it, they have to go the full length of the field. And we'll see. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they're looking for that football. They got it. They score.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Looking for a bounce back, had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you got a talented back, give it back to him.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield.
This one swung out to Williams.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And the Jets will take over. The Jets taking over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense.
He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing on third down, Fields.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Goodness, nobody wanting to hold on to that football. 2 fumbles, one by each team on the same play. Not something you see every week.
No, not at all. And you and I both know how important possessions are nowadays in the NFL because there's not much difference between teams. So when you get a chance for a takeaway, you've got to hold on to the football yourself. Don't give it right back to him.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Fields going to hold on to it.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Meanwhile, Fields' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. On 1st down, it's Fields. Going right back to Wilson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Option play, here's Hall.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. Final minute now in the 3rd quarter.
Hall again on 2nd down. 96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Fields on 3rd down. This pass out wide to Hall.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Handoff running left. Here's Hall.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Play action now. Here's Mayfield.
And this one too low.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. New York set to take the field.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed
as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Fields going to keep it once more. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That second down play nets a -4.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against them throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
And he completes it to Berrios. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a first down throw. Fields. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. To throw is Fields. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. To the air again, Fields. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall from 10 yards out. And the Jets are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
When this game is done, the credit will go to the consistent pressure on the quarterback as a huge cause of this win. Most teams are happy if they get a few of these games per year. You know they're going to watch this tape over and over, try to identify what's working, and keep it going.
The offense on third down tonight, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Fielded at about the 28. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And this one is incomplete.
Well, I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. Back to throw, Fields. He's got his man, that's Hardman. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 14. A gain of 22. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. from the red zone now. They'll look to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. A first down throw for Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Mayfield. And this is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Mayfield. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jimmy Moreland. And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And
this is taken in at the 5. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown pass to Breece Hall. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but
the self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.